Introducing the 2026 Lexus LX 800. A new identity, asserting presence without chasing attention.
There are SUVs, and then there are machines that change the air around them the moment they appear. The kind of vehicle that makes conversations stop and heads turn before the engine even starts. This is the 2026 Lexus LX 800, and trust me, this isn't just another luxury SUV update. This is Lexus rewriting its own identity. Before you even touch it, before you sit inside it, the LX 800 makes one thing very clear. This vehicle doesn't chase attention. It commands it. From a distance, the LX 800 looks like it was carved out of pure authority. The finish, especially in that deep matte black, doesn't sparkle or beg for compliments. It absorbs light. It feels heavy, serious, almost intimidating. Park it next to a Mercedes G-Wagon or a Range Rover Autobiography, and something interesting happens. The LX 800 doesn't try to look tougher or flashier. It just stands there calmly, like it already knows it belongs at the top. This is Lexus entering a darker, bolder era, and the confidence is unreal. Let's start at the back, because that's where this SUV leaves its final impression. The rear of the 2026 Lexus LX 800 is clean, wide, and muscular without being messy. The full-width LED taillight bar stretches across the tailgate like a glowing red signature, sharp and futuristic, especially at night. It doesn't feel decorative, it feels intentional. The Lexus badging is subtle. The surfaces are smooth, and the lower bumper design hints at performance without screaming about it. Even the exhaust setup feels restrained, like Lexus is saying, "We know what we're capable of, no need to shout." Move over to the left side, and the LX 800's proportions really start to hit you. This thing is long, wide, and planted. The shoulder line runs clean and confident from front to rear, giving it a sense of motion even while standing still. The wheel arches are perfectly filled with large, aggressive alloys that look just as ready for mountain trails as they do for valet parking at a five-star hotel. The doors feel thick and solid, and when you open and close them, that deep, heavy thunk reminds you you're dealing with something built properly, not just styled nicely. Now walk around to the right side, and the story stays consistent. There's no weak angle on this SUV. Every line feels deliberate. The side steps blend into the design instead of sticking out awkwardly, and the glass area strikes a perfect balance between visibility and privacy. Compared to something like a Bentley Bentayga, which leans heavily into elegance, the LX 800 feels more purposeful, like luxury armor. And compared to a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which floats like a palace on wheels, the Lexus feels more grounded, more focused, more disciplined. Then you reach the front, and this is where Lexus design philosophy truly comes together. That massive spindle grille, once controversial, now looks refined, controlled, and intimidating in the best way. The detailing inside the grille gives it depth without looking busy. The headlights are slim, razor-sharp, and almost predatory, like eyes locked onto the road ahead. This front end doesn't smile at you. It stares through you. And honestly, that's exactly the vibe Lexus was going for. Open the door, and the outside world instantly disappears. The interior of the 2026 Lexus LX 800 feels like stepping into a perfectly isolated command center. The cabin is quiet, rich, and deeply calming. Lexus has mastered the art of making luxury feel warm instead of flashy. Soft leather wraps nearly every surface, stitched with surgical precision. Real wood, metal, and carbon fiber accents are placed thoughtfully, not to impress you, but to support the overall atmosphere. The dashboard is dominated by large, crisp digital displays, but unlike some competitors that throw screens everywhere, Lexus keeps things elegant. The screens feel integrated, not glued on. The graphics are clean, fast, and intuitive. Physical buttons still exist, and thank goodness for that, each one weighted perfectly, each click satisfying. This is an interior designed for people who actually drive, not just pose. The seats deserve special attention. These are not just seats, they're throne-level comfort zones. Fully adjustable, heated, ventilated, massaging, and shaped to hold you perfectly whether you're cruising the highway or tackling rough terrain. In the back, passengers are treated like VIPs. There's massive legroom, premium materials everywhere, and an atmosphere that feels closer to first-class aviation than a traditional SUV. Compared to a Maybach GLS, the LX 800 feels slightly less flashy, but far more intentional. Ambient lighting flows softly through the cabin, changing character depending on your drive mode. Calm, cool tones for relaxed cruising, deeper, more aggressive hues when you want performance. At night, the interior feels almost cinematic, like you're gliding through darkness in a luxury spacecraft. And the silence is unreal. Lexus has engineered this cabin to shut the world out completely. Now let's talk about what moves all this mass, the engine. Under the hood of the 2026 Lexus LX 800 sits a twin-turbo V8 hybrid powertrain producing around 720 horsepower. Yes, you heard that right. This is not a gentle luxury cruiser pretending to be powerful. This thing is genuinely fast. Tap the accelerator, and the response is immediate. There's no drama, no hesitation, just a smooth, relentless surge of torque that pushes you forward effortlessly. 0 to 60 happens in under 4 seconds, which feels almost illegal for something this large. But unlike the wild aggression of a Lamborghini Urus, the LX 800 delivers its power with composure. It doesn't explode forward, it glides, like controlled force. Think Rolls-Royce Cullinan energy, but sharper, more athletic, and more involved. The hybrid system doesn't feel like a fuel-saving trick. It enhances everything. Power delivery is seamless, transitions are invisible, and low-speed driving feels incredibly smooth. The adaptive suspension is pure magic. It reads the road constantly, adjusting in real time. Highway cruising feels like floating. Cornering feels stable and confident. And when you switch into off-road modes, the LX 800 transforms instantly. Mud, sand, snow, gravel, this SUV doesn't care. The traction systems work silently in the background, distributing power exactly where it's needed. It's almost unsettling how capable it is without making a fuss. You never feel out of control. The vehicle just knows. Steering is perfectly weighted, giving you feedback without effort. The brakes are strong, precise, and confidence-inspiring. This SUV doesn't just respond to inputs, it understands them. Compared to a Range Rover, which focuses heavily on comfort, the Lexus feels more connected. Compared to a G-Wagon, it feels more refined and intelligent. Now let's address the price. The 2026 Lexus LX 800 starts at around $190,000 and can climb past $220,000 depending on options. That puts it right in the territory of Bentley, Rolls-Royce, and Maybach. But here's the difference. The LX 800 isn't trying to copy anyone. It's doing its own thing. It's for someone who values precision, restraint, and quiet dominance over loud luxury. So what's the final verdict? The 2026 Lexus LX 800 is not just a luxury SUV. It's a statement of intent. It proves that Lexus can blend emotion with engineering, strength with silence, and performance with elegance. In a world full of loud, attention-hungry vehicles, the LX 800 stands apart by doing less and meaning more. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2026 Lexus LX 800, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to DriveZone Meter, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest reviews. Follow DriveZone Meter for more elite machines, honest breakdowns, and real automotive passion. Until next time, drive safe, stay sharp, and remember, true luxury doesn't shout, it whispers.